I am very interested in some activities of Krishna consciousness like kirtan, chanting, having prasadam. Who is not interested? Right? Nobody is uninterested in that. Following 4 regulative principles, but somehow I don't find much enthusiasm in some services or preaching, etc. How should I look at this? What we have to understand is Krishna consciousness is transcendental. It is completely on the liberated platform. Now, Krishna consciousness, whether it is preaching, whether it is kirtan, whether it is honoring prasadam, whether it is attending Mangalarati, whether it is wiping the floor of the temple, whether it is fasting on Janmashtami, all of them are extremely blissful. Krishna says in the 9th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Susukham kartum avyayam. Any activity of devotional service to Krishna is performed with intense bliss. There is only bliss, only happiness in performing any devotional service to Krishna. It may be chanting Krishna's holy name, it may be preaching to others, it may be reading Bhagavad Gita, it may be hearing Srimad Bhagavatam class, it may be honoring prasadam. All of them are blissful in by their very nature. But now what happens is, we are not able to relish the transcendental pleasure in them because of our conditioned state. Therefore, in our conditioned state, when we put a plate of prasadam in front of our eyes, what happens? Eyes will open up. Khichdi is there, jamun is there. Each item you see, your eyes will open up more and more. And then after that, you go and sit in the temple hall and start chanting. Slowly, eyes will close. Eyes will not open. Right? When prasadam plate is in front of you, eyes will be fully open. Moment you start chanting, eyes will close. You come and sit in Bhagavatam class, after 5 minutes, eyes will close. You will never know when the eyes closed. Why this opposite reaction? That's not because Bhagavatam class is boring or chanting Hare Krishna mantra is not interesting. It's not because of that. The Acharyas have given a very wonderful example. Prabhupada often used to give this example. When we have jaundice, have any of you suffered from jaundice at any point of time? You have suffered? So when you have jaundice, how does sugar taste? It is bitter, right? It becomes bitter. Sugar becomes bitter when you have jaundice. Now, sugar is it bitter? Sugar is not bitter, no. But in my diseased state of jaundice, sugar appears to be bitter. Although sugar is always sweet only. Sugar is never bitter. But because of jaundice, it has become bitter. Now, how do I come back to relishing that sweetness of sugar? I have to keep eating sugar candy. Sugar candy is bitter when I have jaundice. But I keep eating sugar candy. Slowly my jaundice will get cured. And as my jaundice gets cured, that sweetness of that sugar candy will again come out. And then you will be able to again relish, sugar candy is so sweet. Similarly, all of the activities in Krishna consciousness, whether it is preaching, chanting, reading, honoring prasadam, whatever it is, all of them are extremely pleasurable. But currently, because we are in the jaundice-like conditioned stage of thinking that I am this body, in that state, it appears that certain activities are not so pleasurable and certain activities are pleasurable. That is because of our jaundiced condition of the bodily concept of life. I am firmly fixed up in the understanding and the belief that I am this body. When I have that firm belief that I am this body, I cannot relish the pleasure of the bliss of Krishna consciousness. So, the only way by which I can start relishing all services what I am engaged in is to come out of the bodily concept of life. Just like if I come out of the jaundice condition, I can taste the sweetness of sugar. Now, how do I come out of jaundice? Same sugar candy only I have to eat. There is no other solution. Similarly, how do I come out of the bodily concept of life? I have to do that very service which I am feeling bitter now. I am not feeling enthused. I have to get up for Mangalarati. Why Mangalarati has to be at 4:30 am? It can be at 6:30 am also, no? It would have been so nice if it is at 6:30 am. Now see, I have to get up at 3 o'clock, 3:30. Such a difficult thing it is. Right now, that is a bitter thing for us. But we do that bitter service, what will happen is gradually that same bitter Mangalarti will start becoming sweet. And as I go out of my bodily concept, that Mangalarti, same Mangalarti will become more and more sweet. It will become sweeter and sweeter. So this is the secret of Krishna consciousness. It is natural because of our conditioned state to discriminate like this. Some services are very nice, some services are not so nice. But we go on doing those services whether I like it or not, whether I feel enthused or not, whether I feel inspired or not, I do my service. This is my duty, I have to do it, I do it. Gradually, when you go on doing it, you will see your taste for it will develop. Okay?